Hi, this is Darren Drew from D. Drew Guitars. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about wet sanding, getting it ready to buff out after your last clear coats of lacquer. But first, as you can see, I tape off the areas that I don't want lacquer. I fill these with just paper and then I'll pull them out. That way it doesn't fill those holes in. This is after you get all your lacquer sprayed on. And my holes for my pick guard, I'll carefully drill those out after I'm done buffing it. Same with the holes for the bridge. And then I'll chamfer them with a bit like this. And it will make the angle on the hole. And you want the hole to the wood a little bit bigger than the screw so the screw doesn't chip the finish. And you'll want to make sure all your controls fit. Make sure all your screws go through your body, they flow through here and will go directly into the neck and tighten the neck securely. And since I sprayed it on evenly when I'm spraying, I'll want to sand it evenly also. So you want to sand just as much in the same places, and you'll sand it down to where you see no shiny spots left. And then you can move on to the next grit. First I'll start out with 600, get it down to where there's no more shiny spots left, and then I'll work my way from 800 to 1000, 1200, 1500, 2000, 25, 3000, and then I even have a 5000 pad that I'll use, and then I'll put it on my buffing wheel, which is just a buffing wheel on my drill press. I have two different buffing wheels, one with a harsher grit than the other. And for my sanding block, I'll use a piece of cork like this on there. It makes it very flat, but it's also very forgiving. It makes it sand much better, smoother. It just is a tremendous help. With a flat, hard block, you got to sand a lot more, but it's harsher on your paper. It's harder to get it right. And then my water, I'll put a little dish soap in it just to make it a little bit slipperier and not clog my paper near as much. So you want to keep your sandpaper as clean as possible, your work surface here as clean as possible, and sand it, kind of evenly throughout the whole thing. Be sure not to roll it one side or the other. Keep your block nice and flat. I'll do a small little section like this. See, it's starting to dry out, so I'll just wipe it off, get it clean again. See if I have the shiny spots out, and which I mainly do. A little bit more through here and a little bit there. Put some more water on. Try and get those spots out. In which I've only gone over that area like twice, so I want to do the rest of the thing twice also, just to keep my sanding equal to my spraying, you could say. And you can feel it grabbing on, which, it does that, but just nice and easy. Let the sandpaper do the work. You don't have to push down too hard, and then you can look and you can see the shiny spots where you need to sand more. So I'll do this process throughout up until the 5000 grit sanding foam pad, and then buff it out, and you'll have a mirror-like finish consistently throughout the whole thing. Spraying it is one of the tricks to get right. Sanding is another, in which sanding to me is like an art form. I used to hate it. Now I've sanded so much that I don't mind it at all. I kind of enjoy it, make a game out of it. Anyway, please like, please subscribe. I hope this helps a little bit. This is Darren Drew from D. Drew Guitars. Thank you.